Hey all, welcome back to your own channel Capsulated Breakthrough. I'm your host Syed Irfan, and today we've got something special. Till now, in all the videos we've made, we have been talking about different multiple topics of different fields from different sectors of engineering that is totally based on electronics and electrical communication engineering. Today, let us step aside and discuss something which is far more important and far more concerning than the videos which we've been making. Yes, today we will talk about ourselves. Today we will talk about human and humanity. In today's video, we will be covering the right understanding of happiness and the social welfare. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we will be covering the most important topic of UHV, that is human values, universal human values, that is very important for all the human beings become a human being. Right? So without wasting much time, you know that we don't waste much time introducing ourselves. Let's start today's video. So this thing is being covered in a subject which is inherent to us, which is called as UHV, Universal Human Values, where we talk about the betterment of human, where we talk about how a human can be a human being. There's a big difference between the terminology which is human and terminology which is human being. We have to configure, we have to jump from being a human and become a human being. So what is a human? Genetically, a human has two legs, two eyes, one nose, one mouth, two hands. The physical appearance of human. This is what human is. And by biological term, a human is a living organism which breathes, which walks, which totally rules this world. This is the definition which science biology gives about human. So, what is the definition of human being? A human being is one who has a heart. A human being is one who thinks. A human being is one who's kind towards other human beings and any other living creature. This is what makes a human and human being. The kindness, the empathy, the sympathy, the loving nature which makes a human to a human being. So today we'll be discussing a journey on how we can become human to human being. And was one of the most important aspect of this transmission of becoming a human being from human is the self-happiness. It's a very big term what self-happiness is, but it's we have to understand what self-happiness means to us. It may be different for me, different from you guys, it depends from person to person. It's a person's perspective on what he thinks what happiness for him is. Right? For example, just to make you understand, for a 5 years old kid, getting him a chocolate is a happiness. For a 10 years old kid, getting him a cycle is a happiness. Okay? For 15-year-old kid, getting really good grades in his 10th boards is happiness. For 20-year-old, getting 25-year-old, getting a good job, getting a good life is happiness. Whereas for 35 year or 30 or a middle aged year, having a good life, being settled in life is happiness. Whereas for a 50 year, 60-year-old, having a good retired plan, having a for example, having a good, medical self, having a good health is happiness. So the scale of happiness differs person to person, age to age. What, what something which makes me happy, it is not necessary that it makes you happy too, right? So happiness differs from person to person, but the ideology of happiness remains the same. Okay, so moving on to the next slide and understanding the terminology of happiness. Understanding happiness, exploring the paths of sustainable happiness. Well, I told you what happiness is. Now let's find out what is intrinsic and extrinsic happiness. One is intrinsic happiness, that is which makes you happy when I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Beg my pardon. Yeah, one is intrinsic happiness, which makes you happy, which gives you the happiness, the adrenaline rush when you win a prize, when some good thing happen, when you get a good news. That's an intrinsic happiness. One is extrinsic happiness, That is when humans tendency that human gets happy when his loved ones are happy. For example, my mom and dad are happy and I'm happy too, right? Some good thing happen in my family, my parents are happy, that eventually makes me happy. That is not my own happiness, but just because they are happy, I am happy. Similarly, my friend wins a competition, I am happy because he is happy. That's how human beings are. We are so emotionally connected with people that their own happiness, we take it as our own happiness. And that comes into the extrinsic happiness. I hope you guys are understanding what I am trying to convey. That humans are different from all the other living creatures, animals, because we care about people. We are not dogs or we're not cats, or we just care whether we get food, we get shelter. No. We also care that if I am having shelter, is my friend having shelter too? That is what happiness for me. If you ask me what is happiness for me, I would tell that if there comes a day when in India there's no poor, there's no one begging on roads, maybe that's happiness for me. Because we are humans, we can think about others. We are capable of thinking about others too. And sadly, what's happening today is we are becoming very selfish amongst ourselves. We become so selfish that we are happy that only we are happy and we don't give a damn about others. That is not humanity, guys. Humanity teaches us that being a human being, it is very important for us that we care about our friends, we care about the society, we care about the nation, we care about the world. And we being Indians, we welcome the heritage of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that the world is a family. Recently, G20 summit happened in India, where the logo, the main ideology of G20 summit was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is, the whole world is a family, right? So, will we be happy if the family is hurt? Of course not. So it is the human value that we inherit within ourselves. It is from our ancestors that which is going on. It is the tradition in India which is going on, the culture of India which is going on. That irrespective of any religion, any caste, any creed, any gender, for us, the humanity stands first. Because this is what has been taught to us by our fathers, by our mothers, by our forefathers. And yeah, I believe that this is what we will teach to our upcoming generations to make India healthy and prosperous, a happy country, a country whose happiness index is always on peak, which was always on peak, is currently decreasing. The happiness index of India is decreasing in past coming 1 to 2 decades, and when the schools, when the business schools, and when the investigating agencies found out what's happening, actually they got to know that the happiness index in India is decreasing because human is becoming more and more selfish. Whatever they're earning, they just earning for themselves to making themselves happy. But are you happy by doing this in the long run is the most important question. Yes, you might buy a luxury car, a luxury house, and you're happy today. But in the long run, when you don't earn people, are you happy? How do you earn people? You cannot earn people by paying them. No. You cannot earn people by distributing the money you've earned. No. You can earn people by being with them in their hard times. Yes. You can earn people by being polite with them. You can earn people by being kind to them. You can earn people by helping them in their bad times. You can earn people by being humble towards others. And this is what the country teaches us. India is a beautiful example. We don't have to go anywhere to get an example of humanity. India is such a beautiful place where people of different vast religions, caste, creed, gender, community, whatever, live so peacefully in harmony together. That's humanity. That's happiness. We all are happy in our house. There's no violence anywhere. Why? Because we are happy within ourselves and we want to see our society happy. Okay, so this is a happiness division of happiness. On what scale does happiness divide itself? Starting with the compassion, the gratitude, the kindness, the empathy, the generosity, the realization. So what does mean by compassion? Okay. Let me give you an example. I am compassionate towards helping people. That's my compassion. You might be compassionate towards doing something else. My friend is compassionate towards helping the needy, the NGOs. It's his compassion. So, if we develop this kind of compassion, now you recently, I've got the new one, which is I keep going to the government schools, I keep interacting with the young ones, the young buds, and I tell them what's happening. That's my compassion. That's some way I'm helping to my society. Now, what are you doing? That's find your compassion, gratitude. Always have the gratitude within yourself. Whenever you speak to your elder ones, speak with gratitude. Be respectful to them. That's something which is inherited by us. And kindness. You speak into the young ones, the elder ones, then you, whomever you speak, speak with soft tone. Speak with the kindness. Because you get the response the way it's simple. It's the third law of motion. You be what you get, right? Exactly. It's like uh, you know, so it is if you're kind to people, people will be kind to you and will be happy. At the end of the day, all of you will be happy. Being empathetic towards people, be generous towards people. How much can we earn for ourselves? What is a sufficient amount for myself? Even today, if you get rich, what is a sufficient amount that will make me happy? And the rest I can donate to people and make people happy. It makes me happy, right? So have the kind of generosity and gratitude that would go in long run. What is the impact of personal happiness? What will happen if we are happy? If today I'm happy, what is happening? Maybe my skin is glowing. Maybe I'm having a really good, interpersonal relationship with all my friends, my family. So beautiful. No dungeon, no headache, and nothing. No bad thoughts. Totally fit and fine, happy, good, uh, great to achieve all the things, right? So, what is enhanced relationships? If you're happy, your relationship also will be happy. It's either with the parents, with your siblings, with your girlfriend, boyfriends, with your wives and husbands, any relationship it can. If you are happy in that relationship, its relationship will be awesome because happiness is something which is very important in relationship. Imagine if you're in a family where you always keep fighting. What is the point of the family? But what if you be in a family which is beautiful? You always speak together, you eat together, anything happens, you tell each other. It's a beautiful family. And all of the members in the family are happy, right? That is increased reliance. Resilience. What is it? Practicing a value such as gratitude and forgiveness boost resilience in facing. Yeah, see, gratitude and the attitude of forgiveness is very important. Is very, very important that it is taught to every human in India. In all the scriptures, in all is in Hinduism, in Muslim, in Jainism, everywhere, in Christianity, it is taught that forgiveness is the best thing. Anyone cheated at you, forgive them. See, whatever happens to them, it's their fate. But it's within you that you can forgive them, right? If something bad happens to you, your own friend tells something to you, you got hurt, you take time, you heal yourself, you forgive them, and then check, you'll be really happy, right? Greater life satisfaction is adopting a value like integrity and kindness. I've been, beating around the bush that kindness is very important because kindness is very important. Kindness makes a person a man. Personal growth, keep investing on yourself, educating yourself is very important at today's time. Educate yourself where you end up becoming a respectful person, so you can earn lakhs and millions of rupees, and if you don't earn the respect, you have not earned anything in society. Society is what which works this way. If you earn respect in society, that's great, and with money, if you earn respect, that means you have won at life, bro. With money, if you're kind and if you get the respect, that means you have won at life. Spiritual fulfillment, values of gratitude and service to others can lead to sense of purpose and spiritual fulfillment. Yeah, me visiting NGOs, me visiting, for me, it's like it's according to me. If I visit NGOs, if I visit the government schools where I can spend time, that is my spiritual fulfillment with my religious activities. That comes afterwards, right? So, what is fostering happiness in relationships? Okay, see, when it comes to relationships, we have a lot in today. We see a lot problems. We see a lot of things which don't go well, and people become sad, depressed, they get suicidal thoughts. Why is this happening? My own friend recently had to go through all this, which ended in very bad terms and is no more now. May he rest in peace. But then, what's the outcome? What makes human to do all these things? We have to think about it. It's very important for us to be happy. And it's very, very important for us that we make sure that people around us are happy. Because people around us are, if my friends are sad, and if I know that, and if I don't do anything about that, that means I'm a failure as a friend. What is creating a happy community? If you're happy, great. Now, community engagement encourages the active participation of community members in initiative promoting empathy and kindness. When you're happy, when I'm doing things where I'm going and interacting to young students in schools, why not me to my friends and going? Why not me making them the same way I am so that even they can have the gratitude, so that even they can tell themselves, yes, I am helping my society. This makes the community, the society, the beautiful society as a very good and healthy and happy society. Support networks establish support system within the communities and provide emotional and practical assistance during the challenge times. What are the challenges and what are the solutions? Let's go to a SWOT analysis. Empathy, compassion, respect is something which we have to build in ourselves within everyone so that we can be happy throughout our lives. Self-discipline, consistency, and patience. Okay, patience is something which we have to have. I myself, I have this other all aspects, but patience is one thing which I lack in, and which I am, trying to develop within myself. I am not patient. I get angry easily. I am trying to work on it. So there is something which no human is perfect. Maybe you are in, you may be you lacking something, and you are trying to work on it. It's totally okay. Take your own time, your own sweet time. We're still in 20s. We have a lot of time. But then one thing is we have to take this oath that we will overcome this. Okay, we have to be self-aware. Integrity is very important. Togetherness is very important. Forget about casteism. Forget about religion. We all are Indians. We all are one human beings. We all a family. And when we understand this thing, it's beautiful. Trust me, it's beautiful, right? What will be the long-term benefits of human value system? Universal human values. That is improved mental health. Of course, if you practice, it is with my personal experience. I'm telling the way I was 2 years back, the way I am now about my mental health. I'm great at my mental health. I don't think a lot because whatever I think I do, whatever is in my mind, I pray it. Whatever is in my heart, I tell it off. I don't keep things within me. I'm happy just because I do this. I'm really happy, right? So one thing is that if you are really kind, if you really enhance with all these activities, your mental health will be 100%. I can assure you. The second one, enhance physical health. For enhanced physical health, you have to have a good circle of friends where people support you, push you to be physical, push you to be, get to the ground, hit gym or go to the ground, go walk, go play. You be in an environment where you are supported by others, where you're pushed by your friends, your family, that they will like, go do this, go do that. Yeah. Career advancement takes place, society programs, progress takes place, right? So it is very important for us not just to talk. This video I've made not to make you watch it, not so that you watch, skip, and leave it. Not that I get views, not that I get comment. This video is totally educational, but educational upon human development. It's educational about the loveliness of humanity. It's educational about how people work within humanity. It's very high time that we take action, cultivate happiness today in India. I hope all of you in this video who are with me till now will take this major step on developing happiness within yourself and developing happiness